Hello guys, I am Samyak Bakliwal here. What you just witnessed was the unboxing of the people's champ, the OnePlus 6. Now OnePlus needs no introduction and their phones have a pretty known goal. They provide for the best in the market at a compelling price. Over the previous generations, the OnePlus 6 isn't that different, but there are still some welcome changes and what we love on them are here to stay. So what has changed? Well, for starters, it has that beautiful display spread all over the front with that notch, more on that later. But this device is also heavier than the OnePlus 5T, mainly because of the glass back. Yes, the metal is switched to glass just like every other 2018 phone you'll end up seeing. Surprise, surprise. But this glass is super prone to fingerprints, and I'll end up using the provided cover or put up a skin on the phone as it is hella slippery and the size, it limits one-hand usability. The fingerprint scanner shape has been changed from round to a rounded rectangle. It does make it smaller to work with, but it is extremely fast, just what you'd expect from a flagship. What I have here is the 6GB 64GB variant of the OP6 in mirror black. In India, you can't get the silk white yet, and the matte black is only available for the 8GB variant. So it does look remarkably similar to any other 2018 flagship. What now? Well, it is still a OnePlus at heart, and that means you can still get a handy dandy alert slider, the dash charger, the headphone jack is here to stay, the beautiful AMOLED display, Oxygen OS, and a pretty good camera. All for what? 35,000? Count me in. Now OnePlus recently also introduced their Face ID to the phones, and I can't say it's even as close as secure to the Face ID of the Apple, but it is fast, but it really gets on the nerves unless you turn off the automatic unlock feature. Now, can we talk about that display? Okay, first up, it is huge. It goes 6.28 inches diagonally, and thank God it is bezel-less display. So the phone is easier to hold. It's a 19:9 1080p AMOLED panel along with the notch, which has all the necessary elements. You can always hide the notch so it doesn't bother you. Now personally, I don't mind the notch, and this notch is also pretty small to pair with anyways. When I said it has the latest internals, I meant it. It is rocking the Snapdragon 845, which is literally the best SoC you can get on a phone on this date. As I said earlier, it comes in two variants. It has Bluetooth 5.0, Adreno 630 GPU and other boring stuff for you. All this translates for spectacular user experience. It handles multitasking like a boss, and it is what you can expect from this phone. One of the major lovable points of OnePlus is Oxygen OS. It is super vanilla skin running on top of Oreo, and it is so polished with its feature that makes it so fun to use. If there is one thing OnePlus couldn't ace at, it's the camera. By no means at all is it a bad camera or even an average camera. It is rocking a rather unusual pair of sensors. The primary sensor is a 16 megapixel one with OIS and f1.7, and the secondary sensor is a 20 megapixel one but with no OIS. Now both are of same focal length and are also color sensor, unlike any other phone with two sensors with same focal length. Now I can't comment anything without testing it out completely, but one thing I really welcomed here was the 1080p slow-mo at 240 fps or the 721 at the 480p, which is just amazing. There are some things I wish OnePlus could slip in, like the phone is still not waterproof completely, it doesn't have wireless charging even though it has a glass back, which is strange. And the speaker is very loud, but it distorts at some challenging places. But hey, I wouldn't push a phone that costs as low as this one. So that's it for my hands-on review. Subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss the complete review coming up in the near future. Until then, I am Samyak Bakliwal here, and I will catch you guys later.